Imagine being able to go to your club and just enjoy it and not have to worry about how it's going to run or operate or how you're going to fund it. We don't have to worry about theories about how the course should be maintained. It just happens. It's somebody else's problem now.
We reached out to some of the professionals that we'd worked with before and asked for recommendations as to who they think we should speak to about possible solutions. And one of those individuals was Peter Danula of Concert Golf.
If I had the opportunity to talk to another general manager who is facing some of the similar issues that we faced in terms of how to go forward in their ownership structure and potentially partner with Concert Golf, I would say trust your gut. I think it's worked out well in our case, and I think it can work out well for you. There were a number of challenges initially. The club had some challenges with some debt. It had a history of some assessments.
We struggled with, among other things, the conditions of our greens, fairways, tee boxes.
It starts a snowball effect where we're losing members, so we have a smaller base of members to pay dues, to cover operating expenses, and the more you assess, the more members you lose, until you end up with a problem with the bank in terms of trying to meet your needs on the debt service side.
It became what I call the death spiral. Every time we needed to make an assessment to do something to improve the club, we lost members. And then we got into, we either had to raise dues or raise the assessments.
I'm a business owner. My husband and I own our own business. We know what we do and we know how to run our business. We do not know how to run a golf course.
So you're asking a new board each year to operate a $5–6 million business that they have no knowledge base in. I said if I was in charge of selling memberships for our club and I had the ability to promise no assessments and decreased dues and a capital infusion that would improve our infrastructure, I could sell memberships too.
And you can't have 400 people run a business. It's impossible.
I would encourage folks to do their due diligence, talk to other club presidents or boards or members from other clubs where Concert has become a new investment partner.
At the outset, when we talked to several companies, they were all about their brand. And we found that Concert continually talked about our brand and our place in this marketplace.
Obviously, one of the scarier propositions when you're going through this process is what's going to happen when you lose control and somebody else owns the club.
How's that going to look? How's that going to be? Is it still going to be MacGregor Downs? Are we still going to have the traditions that we had? The vast majority of the members felt like that this was the best way to go. That if we were going to go down that path, that Concert was the entity that made the most sense.
When Peter called, his story was the no assessments, keep things the same, capital investment, which we desperately needed. And quite frankly, it sounded too good to be true.
We got a commitment from Peter that he would keep the club as a private country club, which was, number one priority for our members.
We wanted boutique, we wanted communication and not be part of a corporate structure. And to a man on the board of directors, we chose Concert because we felt that that was what was more of what we wanted.
It's not fun being the person that opened the Pandora's box to a potential sale or investment. Even though I led the transaction, I was really not in favor of a sale. Now, a year and a half out, almost 2 years now, how do you feel? And it was probably the best thing we ever did.
Overall, Concert has followed through on all of their promises. They've put over $1 million back in the club. They've added over 100 new members in the first year. The club still continues to grow. I'm there along with all the key staff, and we've actually been able to reinstate some of the positions that were eliminated for cost-cutting measures prior to Concert's purchase.
So what's the difference? So the difference is we come here now and we go, wow, how do you like the new greens? Or what do you think of the tee on number 2?
Concert has done what they said they would do. They have invested in our club. They have upgraded our facilities. They have trained our staff. And we don't have to sit around and talk about it at every single event that we have at the club.
And from a standpoint of a healthy, vibrant membership, we're growing. And from the standpoint of members enjoying the improvements as a result of the capital infusion, we are.
The golf course has always been great, but the social aspect of it was what was lacking. They're putting the fun back in Westlake. And now the Fridays and Saturdays are back what they were, 10 years ago. people are coming back and say, hey, this is a great experience.
We now have someone to foot the bill for the larger capital items, so we don't have that burden, but we still have a great golf course and a great club that we can call our own.
People are seeing projects happening around the club and nobody's asking them to write a check.
In the end of the day, they'll become members of a club that's private, but without the management, financial worries of owning a club. It's kind of like owning a boat. The first day and the last day, you know the terms, right? The best day of your life is the day you sold the boat. Well, I think that's true for a club. It's the best day of your life.